Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Mike Olszewski and I am the chef of this kitchen. And happy post-Thanksgiving to you all. I hope you had a wonderful day with you and your family and had some great foods. I'm still full from it. I know most of us are, but man, you just can't stop eating on those days, can you? Listen, here's what we're gonna do. I got a two-part series here. Since we had wonderful dishes at Thanksgiving and all the kind of traditional foods, the turkey, the potatoes, and the stuffing and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to show you two recipes. One right now has to do with the mashed potatoes, what we do with the leftover the mashed potatoes. And then one coming right behind that is going to show you what we can do with the leftover turkey. They're both fantastic. But this is one I'm really excited about right now. It's with the mashed potatoes. You know, me being a Polish guy, I like to make the placki z mięsanas, which is Polish potato pancakes. We are going to take the easy way out. We're going to use the already mashed potatoes and we're going to make potato cakes as well, potato pancakes. Simple, simple, simple dish. All you have to do is have some leftover mashed potatoes, which I do. It's about 2 cups. So let's just talk about this. We're going to use some cheese. We're going to use some onion. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in some marjoram, okay? You can use chives, you can use whatever you want. Just sprinkle it in at your own liking. And of course, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of flour. So you can see, we're going to make a batter based upon our mashed potatoes. It's really important to do that. Then we're going to do is going to add an egg, 1 egg. Again, this is for about 2 cups of mashed potatoes. And then we're going to finish it off and season it with, you bet, salt and pepper. We're going to mix it up, make a batter. We're going to go to the hot spot. And we're going to go ahead and fry these things up just like we would any kind of Polish potato pancakes. But these are fun to make because they're easy. There's no grating. There's no knuckle grinding. But let's just go ahead and make this thing right now. So let's jump right in. I have my 2 cups. I'm going to move some things aside here, so give myself some room. I have my 2 cups about of mashed potatoes. So you want to make some nice little mix to them, okay? Next, I'm going to add 1 egg. 1 egg. We're going to mix that in. Very simple. Let's go ahead and add the flour right behind that. See, I'm creating a little bit more liquid in there to create a batter. Let's go add our flour, about a 1/4 cup of flour. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Look what it's doing, folks. Making a nice batter. Oh, does that look good? So keep on stirring it. Now let's go ahead with our onions. Use a 1/4 cup of onions, chopped, nice, or I should say diced. Very thin, nice and small. You don't want to use too much onion because it would overcome it. You still want to taste the onion, but you don't want to lose the taste of the potatoes. So we're going to mix that in. Let's go ahead and add our cheese. I have a 1/2 cup of Swiss or shredded cheddar cheese. We'll mix that in. You don't have to use the cheese. I like the cheese. It melts really nice when you're cooking it. It's just something special that you can add to it. Now, as far as the spices, I have marjoram. We can just shake a little bit in there. Like I said, you can use chives. You can use whatever you want. And let's go ahead and just shake a little bit of salt and pepper in. Maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of each to a teaspoon. And of course the pepper. There we go. One big final mix. And if the potatoes are still a little thin, you might want to just add a little bit more flour. Maybe another, I don't know, 1/4 cup maybe, just to thicken them up that much more. But that, my friends, is our potato cake batter based upon our mashed potatoes from yesterday. Let's go ahead. Next we're going to do, head over to the hot spot, fry these puppies up. Now I'm going to show you how easy they are to make. Do you see how quick we made these? You're going to love this one. You make them in 10 to 15 minutes. I'll see you at the hot spot. All right, folks, we're back. All we got to do here, we heated up some oil in the cast iron pan. And what I'm going to put in there is probably about a 1/4 cup, just like I would for regular Polish potato cakes and placki mięsana. So I'll just drop them in there. I'll show you what I do. About a 1/4 cup. I go 3 at a time. I want some room to work with them. And I'm going to go ahead and take my spoon and just kind of flatten them out a little bit as they cook. We want to get them down to about a 1/2 inch or a little bit less than that. See how we do that? Just flatten them out. That one is not as round as I want it to be, but that's all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook them on one side. And while I'm doing that, I'll just keep flattening them out. And we're going to go ahead and cook them until they brown on the bottom. And then we'll come back and we'll flip them. And I'll show you what we're going to do next. Be right back. All right, so we've been a couple minutes here. We're going to go ahead and flip this first batch over. Looking nice. Looking nice. Last one, looking nice. I'm going to let this about a minute or two continue to brown like I did the other side. I'm going to move them over here to the plate and pat them off a little bit, and we're ready to eat. I'll see you over at the workstation so I can try these things with you watching me. Well, let me finish up these batch and I'll be right over there. You caught me. You caught me. Oh my gosh. These have turned out really, really, really good. Remember, these are mashed potato left over from a dinner. You can make it Thanksgiving, Christmas, I don't care what dinner you have. If you have leftover mashed potatoes, you can make this. It's so, so, so good. Now, for all you pure Polish purists out there, say that 3 times, pure Polish purists. These are not true Polish potato pancakes. We're not grating any potatoes. We're not grating any onions. We're not grating anything. We're just mixing together what we have, chopping up some onion, throwing some flour in there, some cheese, and making our own batter. Okay, so these actually turned out pretty daggone good. We'll put a little bit of sour cream on there, makes it really nice. So when you're cooking these things, go slow with them, just like you do with any kind of potato cake. Brown one side, brown the other side. You gotta cook them slow because the potatoes inside can get a little bit mushy, so they're hard to keep together a little bit. I'll just give you a quick warning. But if you cook them slow and let them brown slowly, they're gonna turn out just like this. They're fantastic. And these are, surprisingly, so good. And I gotta tell you, you're welcome. Make these anytime. If you have any leftover potatoes, mashed potatoes, you don't know what to do with them, maybe you like to heat them up, put butter on them, I don't care, do what you want. But if you want to make something fun and try something different for you and your family, try these out. Doesn't take any time at all. You might throw 15 minutes into this. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and finish some of these up, but thank you for being here for part 1. Part 2 for Thanksgiving leftovers is coming soon. Has to do with turkey, has to do with bacon, has to do with ranch dressing, has to do with a couple different things, but you'll have to tune in to see what we do with that. That is gonna be fantastic. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these. I'm gonna share them, I guess. I have to share them with my family. But thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. God bless you. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And listen, in my own very special Polish way, na zdrowie.
Jasiu w okiem